Welcome along here to Porritt Stadium for this National League or Northern League fixture. It should be a good one here for the Waikato derby between Hamilton Wanderers and Melville United. Two crosstown rivals. And what we're at today is the Porritt Stadium Athletics track. They've moved the pitch inside the athletic track for today's game. The usual pitches are being utilised for the World Cup Women's Football Tournament. So there's been a bit of weather, wet weather up in Hamilton. So a lot of football being called off, but fortunately the ground staff have worked hard and got this pitch all ready for us. We won't be too far away from seeing the two sides come out. And here's our visitors. So a few familiar names there in the Melville lineup. Max Tommy, over 100 games for him, and the ever-present Aaron Scott, and what I understand might be his last season, the Hamilton boys high school teacher. And coached by, in the first season, Jared Young. He came from Papamoa last year. Used to play for Hamilton Wanderers until a bit of a head knock put a pay to his career. So he's following the coaching pathway now. But otherwise, you've got a very young-looking Melville United side. Plenty of under-20s involved here. Yeah, on the bench looks pretty strong. The feature of the Melville side, they've got 3 new players coming in from the UK who've ended up on their doorstep. And the home team, Hamilton Wanderers. In goal, Vice-Captain Matthew Oliver, over 150 caps for him, so plenty of experience in all the goals. Both goals today. Brock Messenger, another season campaigner. And of course we've got number 20 and Captain Derek Tiku, who's prolific scorer. Got a few golden boots sitting in his trophy cabinet. Also you got a feature of the Joey Amatani, who played for Melville last year, across the road, and is with Hamilton Wanderers this year. Joe Hines, his second season in charge of Hamilton Wanderers. Yeah, Welshman. He's been out here for 6 years. He's really enjoying his time here in Hamilton. And will no doubt look to get the best out of his charges today. Last time these guys met was at Gower Park, where Hamilton Wanderers got up and won 4-2 over Melville. So no doubt a result that the team in red, Melville, would like to overturn. So 2 captains, Derek Tikau and Aaron Scott. Maybe paper, scissors, rock, or the no, opting for the traditional coin toss. The officials today, we've got her in the middle, Riley Greenberry. He'll be assisted by Ben Norman and Philip Rogers. So both these sides have recently moved on through to the second or the next round of the Chatham Cup with victories last weekend. Hamilton Wanderers winning 4-0 over West Coast Rangers, and Melville getting past Takapuna 1-0. So the spirit of the Cup is alive with these two teams. 100 years, the Chatham Cup this year, of course. Hamilton Wanderers going well last year, getting through to the semi-final. Your teams are going to change ends. It might be a bit of rain here today. We've got 15 degrees. I don't see any too much wind involved in the game so far. The tents are nice and still, the trees are still. Relatively sheltered ground. But a real cracker of a game here. We've got Hamilton 7th on the Northern League table. 1 place ahead of the Melville, who kick off in 6th place. It's Hamilton Wanderers who the kick off in the first half. Straight away, Joey Amatani will close down in there. So there's Liam Hayes who put the ball down, looking for the first attacking opportunity. Tika dispossessed there as he tried to wriggle into some space. There he is back and putting pressure on. At the 18-yard, gets his first shot off with the left foot and cleared away by Eric Panza. And we've got our first corner of the game. Well, I expect the Melville defence will be having to get used to constant pressure from Derek Tikau today. He's a player that will not stop running and looking for that opportunity to score. Decent ball under around the penalty spots, put goalward, and keeper Max Tommy had to spread himself and be at his best there to stop the ball sneaking in the bottom corner. It was just a very well-directed header from quite a way out. And here comes Hamilton. There's some second corner of the day. Panza done well there and got it out. Clout under pressure there. Looking for a call from referee Greenberry, but no harm, no foul there in the eyes of the referee. Oakman. Up and one by Aaron Burgess there. Oakman. Charged down well by Jordan Lamb. Saw the players warming up, just testing the pitch, seeing how greasy it was, how boggy it was. I think it's going to be pretty heavy underfoot today. This Panza sends it down the right-hand channel. Something here for Sean McDonald in the number 9 shirt to chase. His first game here in New Zealand, I think. Just recently arrived. Oakman all tangled up there with Aaron Bayliss. Jones sees the ball back. Pratt goes back to his keeper. Panza finding the ball, putting the ball in towards. It's a mazy sort of run going on here. Good close control from Jordan Lamb. Not so from Aaron Bayliss. Searching ball forward. Messenger able to deal with that one. Well, Brock Messenger has been in and around this competition for a while, even back when it was the franchise-based National League. He played time as the Eastern Suburbs and Canterbury United. Sendra there, getting in hard on his opposite number. TK back to Sendra. Sendra goes to Messenger. Messenger down the line. Just couldn't be brought under control by the American there, Alexander Rose. All sorts of pressure on Keegan Thompson there. 17. But he was judged to have fouled. He goes and well won and saved. Are we going to have a corner? No, looks like it was being cleared. It's a decent header goal with there where Tommy had to be at the ready. Clipped in from Pratt there, but Tommy easily looking after that one. Well won by Messenger. Clever little play here from Melville. It's Thompson. Tries to thread the ball through. Lamb. Back to Jones. Jones. Over 200 caps for Mark Jones. TK getting the close attention from Panzer. Lamb losing his footing there in a bit of a soft spot on this Porritt Stadium pitch. Oakman, down the line it goes. Clout looking after that one well. Bayless turning, getting it up the line. Gets the ball back. TK running through. Here comes Aaron Bayless. Get into the box. Sends it out to TK. Under pressure from Panzer, who follows through and gets a lot of Aaron Bayless. Well, a little opening there with the forward run from Aaron Bayless, who might have been better suited to use Derek Picar's run as a dummy and maybe gone himself. There's definitely an opportunity here for the home side. Driven in directly, but there's Aaron Scott in the way of it. Decent ball here. It's got Ryan McLeod, returns the ball. But the shot from Sean McDonald, not powerful enough to trouble Oliver in goal. Nice little working together there from the two Melville players to create that opportunity. Nice retention in here from Hamilton Wanderers. Messenger to Amatani. Clout. Now to Jones. Back to the keeper, Oliver. Messenger. Threads the ball through, but can't find a teammate. Panzer. Scott. Rubbed out with from Messenger to Clout. Back to Oliver. Amatani. Messenger. Back to Oliver. Melville just happy to see it being passed around at the moment. It's in the right part of the park as far as they're concerned. Pratt expands the game with a long switch ball, but no one's on the end of that one. Panzer into Hayes. Gets the ball back. Down the left-hand side goes George Brown. All the way down, but Messenger's brought that one to an immediate stop. A nice ball in, but well cleared so far for Hamilton. Or Shiloh O'Connor. There in the shirt 14, his first game in New Zealand. Himself and Sean McDonald have come from Guildford City, where they've joined in the Melville team this week. Quentin Kapara, number 11 shirt, sitting in the middle, looking for the ball here. Might be Panzer, step forward, clips it out wide towards it. O'Connor one-on-one here. Tames possession through Oakman. Oakman back into O'Connor. Oh, Quentin Kapara there. Would have wanted better off his left peg. Plenty of time there to shape a shot. The vice captain Matthew Oliver get underway. Goes to Messenger and receives it back. Messenger back to Oliver. Oliver out to Jones. Jones receives it back from Pratt. Cut out by Thompson, but Omatani's there, as is Messenger. Dances round one, and we'll go back to the safety of Matthew Oliver. Looking very comfortable on the ball here, Hamilton Wanderers. And as far as Melville United are concerned, I'm sure they'll be happy with the territory they're in at the moment. Brown with the throw. Thompson clips it inside. Here's a good run in here from Quentin Kapara, but received as a wee bit too much close intention as he drifted around one. Forward comes Liam Hayes on the ball. It's relatively central here, We'll see if this is the kind of range for a direct shot. They're setting up a two-man wall. Hayes and Kapara. Hayes goes for it. Yeah, not too sure if that was on target or not, but Matthew Oliver got down well to his right and made sure that it wasn't going to worry the goal. And Melville will have their first corner of the game. Swung into the near post, but a little bit too much swing and watched out. by the Hamilton Wanderers side. Messenger. TK coming short. Messenger, Omatani. Sendra, back to Messenger. All the way back to Oliver. Under pressure there from McDonald. An apologetic wave there from Messenger to his goalkeeper. Gave him a bit much to do. Takao, look at that. Creates some space with his speed around the outside. And it's George Brown who can't quite fathom the decision there, but judging by the expression on Derek Takao, there was a wee bit too much contact in there. Xavier Pratt on the ball. 150 caps for Hamilton Wanderers for him. His sister currently leading goal scorer for the Hamilton Wanderers women's side. Clips in the 6-yard box and well up was John Clout, but unable to get over it and get that ball sent goalward. Well, John Clout, he's been returning in his breaks from the US college system. And always comes back to help out Hamilton Wanderers in his off season, but not being able to put that one away. It's a delicious ball in there from Xavier Pratt. Sergio Sendra down the line. Well back from O'Connor. The ball just getting stuck in here, and it's an opportunity for Hamilton Wanderers to get a bit of go forward. Left-footed cross from Lamb, not met. And a decent tackle in there from Rose. No complaints from Keegan Thompson. Messenger owning the space. Pans up. Cleverly just working it down the line. All sorts of demonstrations coming from the sideline at the moment. Thompson's going to put Oliver under pressure. Jones is under pressure from O'Connor, but rides it well. Can he find someone to link up with? Well, there's all sorts of questions in the direction of a referee Greenberry. And where's he going to have this one taken from? Well, sort of somewhere in between the two fouls, it seems. Clout, go back to Oliver. Well, there's a wee bit of an indication of the quality of the ground here today. It was Matthew Oliver playing that one out. He ended up on his rear end. It's not a park that you normally see Hamilton Wanderers playing on, and it's a loose pass that Thompson's been able to jump onto, but he can't quite get it forward to O'Connor. He gives good chase in here to Jones. Keegan Thompson putting in a good shift here. Plenty of energy as he looks to create enough pressure to create mistakes from the Hamilton Wanderers side as they're choosing to play deep. Messenger on the ball. Back to Sendra. Pratt worked across the field to Jones. Jones has got it to Lamb. Omatani. Cross to Messenger from Clout. Messenger driving forward, looking for an opportunity to pass. Nothing there, but goes in heavy with Liam Hayes, and Liam Hayes has not got up there. Has not really moved. I don't know if there's too much wrong with that. Just both players seem to meet the ball at the same time. It was Messenger who had all the momentum. Well, we're 20 minutes in. Come on, some opportunities either way. Well, last year these fixtures both went the way of Melville United. It's a 4-1 home victory for Melville and a 3-2 away victory for Melville. And Melville obviously got themselves into the National League last year. It was a good season for them. Currently knocking on the door of this National League qualification. They're sitting in 7th place, 2 points adrift of Western Springs. But Auckland United in 4th, they're on 24, so they want to repeat their success from last year, getting into the National League. They'll really be wanting to get all 3 points out of this fixture. Well, good to see Liam Hayes is back on his feet and moving around again. Thompson drawing a foul from Joey Omatani. Hayes waits for some movement in front of him, clips it in towards the keeper, and easily taken by Oliver. Throws it out, gets it to Pratt. Sendra back to Pratt. That's a 1-2. Good interchange from the two players on the right-hand side. Omatani to Clout. Going to go to Oliver, who's immediately put under pressure there, and another slap. Sean McDonald doing enough to create a small error, but nothing that's cost them so far. Sendra with the throw. Well up from Hayes and Thompson. Thompson able to turn. Just working in between the lines. Searching ball forward for McLeod to get onto. And he's got a corner. Never gave up on that one, did Ryan McLeod. Come into this Melville side after playing for Tauranga City last year. It'll be Hayes who's going to try to swing this one in with the right foot. He'll be looking for a better result than his last one. Eric Panzer's up there. He's gone near post again. Oh, it's a loose pass which TK has been able to jump onto. Oakman doing well. to cover the attempted through ball. We can expect a goal out of absolutely anything here today by the shape of play so far. Messenger. Just works it down the line. No, McDonald there just getting a bit of close attention. Sendra searching ball into the 18-yard box. There's no blue shirts in there. Tommy just able to put a bit more composure in the game. Forward it goes. Jones has jumped all over the back. And there's Messenger and McDonald coming together here. Just a bit of a wrestle. Just had the experience of Brock Messenger there, just working in his favour. He owned the space well. And McDonald was trying to work his way around. All sorts of tangled up. You can see by the wry smiles on both Messenger and Oliver. They knew what they were doing. Panzer with a decent header there. Thompson. Sendra sending it forward. Brown into Hayes. Goes for a long ball in the direction of Shiloh O'Connor. McJones steps in and wins that one. Clout sends it forward. Panzer winning it well, getting it to Hayes. Hayes with the long ball forward. But the connection's not quite there yet with Shiloh O'Connor. Oliver long this time. Well flicked on by Pratt. Reeves round one, Reeves round two. Oakman steps in well. And it fell to Derek Tickow's left foot, who chipped it into the direction of the far post, but it was a bit too high and wide. It was a decent run through there, I think, from Xavier Pratt. He just couldn't find the space to get a shot off. And it was John Oakman who stepped in the way and brought that attack to an end. Jones doing well to intercept there. Well, nice work in there from Jordan Lamb. See him lose footing halfway through the move. Take out, back to Jones. Screaming out for a goal kick. It was John Oakman, and it's been given. Well, seeing Jordan Lamb out here looking to put the footwork on his opposite number, but this thing hasn't got the firm ground for it at the moment. Cross it comes to the left-hand side. Steps inside. There's a decent shot and an opportunity set up by Lamb. Hamilton just enjoying a bit of attacking territory here as we hit the half-hour mark. Things were relatively even. Lamb well up. Thompson doing well to flick it on. But Clout's not happy with the ball down this end. Panza with a huge header. Omatani spinning out. 3-1-2. We call that a handball, says referee. Hayes gets us underway to Oakman. Back to Hayes. Jones giving O'Connor no time at all. Here comes Thompson. The ball can't get past Clout. O'Connor there with a decent ball in, but couldn't find a teammate. Thompson chasing all day, putting pressure on, and just a bit too much pressure in the eyes of referee Greenbury. Xavier Pratt goes to Omatani. Out it comes to Clout. Clout will go back to Oliver and works it out to Messenger. An opportunity for Sendra to get the ball in. Just a wee bit too much flight. Made it easy for Max Tommy. Well won by Clout. Good contest in there from Oakman. O'Donnell. O'Connor to McConnell. O'Connell to McDonnell. There comes Hayes, has got it. Quentin Kupera. Thought he was clipped, but Jones has come away with it. In steps Hayes. Thompson gets past, but is clipped. Quentin Kupera just continually asking questions of the referee about his decision making. Liam Hayes on the ball. Keeper's coming out. Oliver dominated that situation with a big call and a safe pair of hands. Oh, a decent flick on, but close to falling into the path of Captain Derek Tico. Panza. Pass. Just goes through to Stendra. Chips it forward, straight back to Panza. Across they come. Hamilton Wanderers. Jordan Lamb takes on Oakman, gets around him once. Cuts back. Flicked on. And Tico is there within the 6-yard box. In some sort of acrobatic effort, gives his side a 1-0 advantage here in the 35th minute. Well, let's have a look at that. It was the work was all done there by Jordan Lamb, taking on John Oakman. Cut in. An unfortunate little flick on there from Aaron Scott, which Derek Tikia was able to pounce on before any red shirts could get anywhere near the ball. Well, his goal-scoring talents are well documented, and they continue to be on show here at Porritt Stadium today. He's just got that instinct. He's got the hard work. And after a long periods of play in their own half, Hamilton Wanderers have been able to work themselves into an advantage, which they'd love to take into half-time. Well, will this stir a bit of an extra effort in here from Melville United? Will give Hamilton the confidence they need to extend their lead. Omatani there just getting a bit of a welcome from his ex-teammates. Sendra to get us underway. Well, this National League has seen a few games already played this weekend. Well, there was one played midweek with Phoenix Reserves winning that one 3-1. Pratt gets it to Lamb. Oakman winning this battle. A decent crack in there from Mark Jones. Sensed the opportunity to have a go from range. Comes George Brown. Works it well into Hayes. Hayes will go back to Scott, to Panza, back out to Brown. Panza trying to squeeze it down the line. It's not gone out, and Messenger owns his space well again. All sorts of pressure from Sean McDonald. Well, the ball's gone out. A couple of Friday night games also in the National League. One down in the Southern League where Christchurch United came out 2-0 victors over Coastal Spirit. And Western Springs hosted Bay Olympic and won 3-1 at home. Messenger's going to take this one. Just inside, attacking half. Xavier Pratt. Works a little 1-2 and gets it back to Clout. Receives it back as they work it across from right to left. Lamb, one-on-one with Oakman again. We step over, plenty of trick. He might find a bit better ground to work with that here. Pratt to Omatani. Back into Clout. All the way back to Oliver. Messenger. Pratt. Got it into Tika, who's a... Here's Lamb. Can he find his way to get a shot on? No, he can't. Fighting away there with Aaron Scott, who comes up trumps. Tika is being collected there somewhat by Aaron Scott as he came through. Didn't seem any malice in it at all. Looks like the referee is reaching for his pocket and has received a yellow card for Captain Aaron Scott. The other games today have already been completed in the Southern League. We had Cashmere winning 5-4 over Nelson Suburbs. Nelson Suburbs were 4-1 up at half time. So quite a turnaround there from Cashmere Technical. Selwyn United drawing with Dunedin City Royals 1-1. And Selwyn's first draw so far in the Southern League. And FC 2011 went down 3-0 against Dunedin's Green Island. Well, Hamilton Wanderers look forward to next week, where they will be facing Eastern Suburbs, who are currently leading the Northern League. In a fortnight's time, they'll be facing Ngarawahia United in the Chatham Cup, while Melville will be facing Manarewa, currently third in the Northern League, and their cup game in a fortnight time will be against Fencibles United. Well, looks like Tikau is going to try to walk this one off. I think he'll need to, yes, he's going to limp his way in. There'll be Pratt on the ball, sent in the direction of the far post, and all that needed was a touch. But Max Tommy coming out well and distributing to O'Connor. O'Connor has got it to McDowell. Hayes on the ball now. Looks to drive forward and create something, but that pathway soon closed down by the Hamilton Wanderers defence. All sorts of slipping going on right in that centre circle. Here comes Mark Jones. Out it comes to Derek Tikau. He's going to send it out to allow some attention to be come on for his teammate. He's still down on the holding his back. I'm going to see who that might be. Jordan Lamb. Doesn't look too comfortable with holding his back there. The ball kicked back in a sportsmanlike fashion. Oliver is taking his time here. Well, O'Connor there just skipping past a somewhat reckless lunge from the Hamilton Wanderers player. I think it might have been Sergio Sendra. Searching ball forward. Jones can't get it. Pete McLeod there, getting the ball back to Oakman. Oakman gets it back to Scott. Across the field to Panza. Well, Hamilton Wanderers just with the solitary player up top. The forward balls need to be absolutely on the button. Kapara into Thompson. Busy on the ball there. Back to Oakman. Gets the ball back. Looks forward. Can't see anything. We'll go back to Oakman. All the way back to Scott. Switches it out to Panza. Clever play there from Sergio Sendra. They header it back to his keeper. There's the 45 minutes up. We've had a couple of injury breaks, so no doubt a bit of additional time. Lamb to Jones. Tick out. Back to Jones. Onto that sloppy part of the park. He's gone through it well to Omasani. He's under pressure from Thompson. And Aaron Bayless hit the ground with a thud there. And nonchalant is Quinton Kapara after the contact. Just a bit of a talking to for Quinton Kapara, studying sport and exercise at Wintec this year. And Captain Aaron Scott just wants to make sure he knows what's going on in the referee's mind so he can help his teammates out. Will it be Pratt here? Been at Hamilton Wanderers since he was a junior. Going to clip it in. Plenty of contest in there, and Panzer wins it. Pratt too strong on the ball there for Shiloh O'Connor, and draws the foul. Messenger just cleverly grabbing a metre or two. Well done from Brown there to cut that one out. Thompson. Ball's far too long, and Oliver will take his time with this one, I'm sure. Well, quite an interesting, I don't think that was the kind of kick Oliver was looking for. He gave Messenger the old up and under, which he dealt with. The referee looks at his watch. He must be considering blowing the whistle relatively soon. Brown not able to get to that one. And there it is. The end of the first half, which sees Hamilton Wanderers 1 goal to the good. Melville unable to trouble the scorer at this stage. Well, I'm sure both sides will have some strategies to give themselves more of an advantage in the second half. There seems to be some more conversations had with the referee to ensure an understanding of how they're seeing things, but all tied up here at Porritt Stadium in this first half of the Northern League game between Hamilton Wanderers and Melville United.
The Fern is a symbolic representation for all New Zealanders and has been reimagined to represent all of football in Aotearoa, New Zealand. A circular shape not only symbolises the round ball used by all those that play the game, but also, and more importantly, represents the strength and infinite connection created by all those that play a part of the game. With each piece of the Fern recognising and acknowledging those that make the beautiful game beautiful. The stalk represents our grassroots, our communities, our clubs, our volunteers and our fans, They are the foundation and are at the centre of all we do. The pinner represents our federations across the whole of New Zealand. Our federations guide and protect our clubs and communities, allowing everyone to be heard, to be represented and provide guidance and opportunities at every pathway. One brand identity with regional differentiation. Federations in New Zealand football working together to serve our communities, creating more than a game, creating a sporting whānau where everyone is welcome.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
With the FIFA Women's World Cup coming to Aotearoa, New Zealand
Welcome back here to a sodden Porritt Stadium in Hamilton. Pretty wet underfoot here, and it's been plenty of slipping round at times for both these sides. Hamilton Wanderers with the 1-goal advantage through goal scoring expertise of Derek Tickau. Melville probably had the territory advantage, but Hamilton were comfortable having the ball deep in their own half for long periods of time. And the young fellas from Melville United just unable to find a way to unlock the Hamilton Wanderers' defence. You have a sense that in this game, goals could come from absolutely anywhere, and that's the way the first goal of this match happened. Here we go with Panzer with a misdirected kick. The anguished yelp as it left his foot. Sergio Sendra back after a season off, playing, enjoying his football after surviving a bit of cancer. Oh, a delicious ball there through him, well taken by Tickau, driven across the 6-yard box. Unable to be met by Jordan Lamb, who's retrieved the ball well and got it back to Aaron Bayliss. Puts it in. Tickau, the pressure from Brown. He's able to turn. And George Brown there, not sure if he knew too much about that one, but went rocketing back off him. And to Tickau, dropped it, whipped it across. Well, actually, he might even call that one a shot from the narrowest of angles. Can't have been too far away from troubling it. Goalkeeper Max Tommy. Panzer's ball just harmlessly getting through to Brock Messenger. Well up from Lamb. Scott sends the ball forward, but Jones able to bring that one down. Under a bit of pressure here, rides a couple of challenges, gets his head up, gets it forward, but Panzer too strong in there. A wayward pass there from Hayes, and Hamilton trying to turn it into an attack. Brown can't connect with his pass, and few passes here not meeting their target in the second half. Sendra, won by Panzer. O'Connor gets it forward to Thompson. Embraces his ex-teammate and Joey Omatani. All sorts of requests for yellow cards to be brought out there. Well, look at that glorious knee slide on the bank. What an effort there from one of the ball boys. Careering down the hill, double knee slide. Trying to inspire a few others. Back onto the football. Here you go, Mark Jones. Consolidates the position by going back to Clout. Forward it goes. Scott strong on the ball. Jones just collected in there. Several pleads in the direction of referee Greenbury. And there'll be Shiloh O'Connor to be reminded of his rules. And Goldwood, easily taken by Tommy. Max Tommy, easily over 100 games for Melville. He's been here for 6 years and made this position his own. Sendra stopping it on the line and cleverly putting it in and up. McLeod there. McLeod, back to Sendra. Panzer. And Messenger just exchanging headers there. Thompson slipping and sliding in there. You would hope they've got a good set of sprigs in today. I don't think it's a day for moulded studded soles. Scott doing well there. Kurapara. Won by Clout. Matani under pressure from Hayes. Well, every blow of the whistle was from referee Riley Greenbury is getting a shared load of questions. Well, intentional obstruction in the air from the Sean McDonald. Brock Messenger there using all of his experience to get him in the box. Well, welcome to New Zealand football, Sean McDonald. It's Messenger. Finds Bayless. Goes back to Clout. Clout. Back it gets to Messenger. Searching ball forward. Well won by Hayes. Brown. Well, just a bit too much on the through ball that was searched for McLeod. Seems like the ball boys might have all stayed inside for a pie this half. Well, still no wind coming through at all. Can't really see if it's raining. It's definitely forecast, and can't imagine the temperature's gone up any. Here's Hayes. O'Connell comes out to McLeod. Tries to take on Sendra, but Sendra too strong. Just good body position in there from Sergio Sendra, drawing the attention of Ryan McLeod. This game's being really well managed by the Hamilton Wanderers team. Panzer up to one again. McLeod gets it forward. Well intercepted by Jones. Comes Oakman. Back to Hayes. Scott into Oakman. Turns into trouble. Meets Aaron Bayliss on the way around. Scott. Back to Oakman. Into Hayes. McDonald doing well there, but the forward pass not finding its target. Mark Jones will have a throw. Jones back to Oliver. Switches it out. Well won by Brown. Panzer goes long. Sandra just opting for a safe option there. And Brown interchanged in there with Kapara. Brown trying to release his left foot, and he's been able to get a corner there by the looks of it. Hayes will go out and cool this one in with his right peg. See if Melville can get themselves on the sheet here. As the umbrellas have come out, must be a bit of rain coming down. And we've got a change here. Seems like there might be a substitution going on. We'll try to find out who's made the change there. We'll go back into the corner here. Liam Hayes on the ball. Plenty of red shirts in the box. It goes to the far post. Panzer's looked for it, but it's cleared. McLeod putting it back in. Panzer's put it back up in the air. Where's it going to fall? Panzer there. Scott throws a leg at it. There's contact, but it's judged to be a foul. And again, the continual questioning in the direction of the referee. It's quite amusing. You'll very rarely see a referee change his mind upon questioning from a player. But as a player, you just can't help yourself sometimes. Oliver. Well won in there from the American Alexander Rose. He's been relatively quiet. He's just rounding out his first month here in New Zealand football. Scored in the cup last week. Hayes clips it into the box, away from Messenger. Matani with a bit of a skewed clearance. Mark Jones will try to tidy that one up. Hayes is able to draw a throw in here for his side. Oakman will take. Thompson wants it and gets it. Tries to thread his way through, but it's number 10, Matthew de Hotman, who's come on. New Zealand under 17-year-old player, student at St. Paul's. He might have come on to replace Sean McDonald. Thompson giving chase. There's Jack McGovern on there as well for Melville United. Another Englishman new to the game here in New Zealand. The number 2 shirt. Got some size about him. He's played a bit of as a goalkeeper as well as a striker. Been playing it he's been playing at AFC Liverpool, and him and his wife have come over to New Zealand and going to have a go at playing some National League football. Clout searching ball forward. Easily looked after there by Max Tommy. Huge win in there from Brock Messenger over the much taller Jack McGovern. There's an opportunity here for De Hotman. Oakman to De Hotman. Thompson spins into a crowded area and collects. But and will receive a yellow card for his troubles there, will Keegan Thompson. Well, there's all sorts going on here between ex-teammates Liam Hayes and Joey Omatani. All sorts of handbags at 5 yards. Well, the referee struggling to get this under control. Oliver's come out and tried to calm things down. I'm not sure he's succeeding. Quentin Capara's got plenty to say about it. Well, there's going to be a bit of a conversation here between officials. See if they can figure out what's going on. It's Mark Jones who was on the receiving end there of a stray boot from Keegan Thompson. Well, in other games around this Northern League today, we see that Manarewa are a goal down currently against Auckland United. And Hamilton victory here would be gratefully accepted by Coach Joe Hines. It will see them jump up a few places and put them ahead of Melville United. They do have a game in hand on Melville, but I think that might be against Auckland City, who had that breakaway at the club championship. Well, There's a bit of additional time that's going to be added on at the end of this half because the rain seems to be coming in and hoodies are up, umbrellas are out here at Porritt Stadium. And no doubt, from what I've heard of this pitch, it'll just be all soaked up and making quite slippery conditions underfoot. Poor drainage is the word that was used to describe this park to me. Clout. Searching ball forward. Takao brings it down well to Lamb. Lamb drives into the area, throws himself down, tangles himself up. Hayes just calm as you like. Just stops the attack there, and be interesting to see if the referee is going to. At least Jordan Lamb didn't sort of remonstrate too much about the fact that he was on the ground. Just got up and tried to carry on. Well, football's threatening to break out here in the second half, but neither side are really able to get the few passes together. Well, here comes an opportunity for Melville. Kapara clips it in towards the far post. There's a bit of an outsizing in there with Keegan Thompson on the back post. Here comes Hayes versus Picard. Picard's just been able to, unfortunately, clip Hayes there. Hayes goes to Scott. Direct ball on the way to McLeod. Misdirected pass in there, but Scott doing well, giving it up to Pratt, who's tried to engineer a bit of a impossible pass. It safely makes its way through to Tommy. Kapara. Running out of room, Oakman. Clever skills in there. Did he find the sideline? Yes, he did. Well, John Oakman is no stranger to futsal. And showing his skills there. Well, we're going to see a bit of a change here again for Melville by the looks of it. Can't quite see the fourth official. He can't be on that side. Panza under pressure from Tika. Oakman does well. Gets the ball forward to Hopman. Well, there's Jacob England, who's on the park now. Scored in the last game against Takapuna in the 1-1 draw. Melville dealt with Takapuna 2 weeks in a row. The first one was a draw in the National League, and last week it was a 1-0 win via an own goal to go to the next stage of the Chatham Cup. Looks like England might have come on for the energetic Keegan Thompson. Tika, just the ball for Panza, can't get there. Lamb can, but Panza able to get the ball back. Here's Hayes. Gets the ball forward. Here comes Jack McGovern, drives into the area from the 6-yard box, drills it across. Well, just a goal kick. Not sure if the ball ended up going across the goal or into the near post. There wasn't much angle to work with by the time Jack McGovern had driven into the area, but found himself with a good amount of space. And a great opportunity there for the visitors. Jones, back to Clout. Oakman. Well, he's picked that one up too early. Not out, said the linesman. Well, bit of a schoolboy error there from John Oakman. And Hayes just giving a bit of a lesson there to Mark Jones, giving him a lick shot after the contact. And now he's going to have a go at the ref. Well, the ball's underway. Made its way out here to Brown. Goes back to Panza. Searching ball in, and here's an opportunity. Strong work in there from Oliver. Brown had a shot. How did they survive that, Hamilton Wanderers? But here they come. Takau's got the ball back into Lamb. Lamb, can he get through? No, it's Scott who's come up with the ball. Takau's still on the deck after the Panzer challenge. Here comes Hayes. Drives into the midfield. But unable to release the ball, and Clout will tidy up with Jones. Well, as the play moves on, I wonder if the referee's going to have a word to captains. Oakman doing well here, but bit of a slip and a slide, and it's given Alexander Rose an opportunity to have a crack from a long way out. And the pocket's been reached for here. Not quite sure here what Alexander Rose has done there. Maybe the free kick had been given and he's been judged to have kicked the ball away. Well, we're back underway. Max Tommy on the ball. Under probably about 20 minutes to go with additional time added on. Well, a better touch there from Jacob. England might have presented a chance to him as the ball fell to him just inside the 18-yard line. Here comes Hayes. He's got past, cut the ball back in. There's opportunity here, straight into Jack McGovern, who's going to enjoy his debut for Melville with a goal. Well, there's some energetic running in through from Hayes. Cut the ball back to the 6-yard line. There's a great effort from De Hopman that rebounded back into the path of Jack McGovern, who tucked the ball away before heading out to the corner flag in celebration. Well, it's game on now. Melville getting the reward for the territorial advantage that they've had for most of the game. And McGovern's ground another foot, and here's an opportunity here for De Hopman. Does well, Hayes, balls back out to De Hopman. Bit of a loose touch, he's with Clout. And there's Jacob England there who tried to get the ball in. Hayes under pressure from Ottoman. Searching ball in, but it's too big. Sendra. Good ball into Pratt. Play on, sees referee. Back into Pratt. Opens up. And a close attention there from England. No whistle used so far. Decent ball in, but Panzer's there to clear it. Aaron Bayliss just looking to unlock this Melville defence. Here's Messenger. Having a long from range. Well, not on target. Trying to get themselves in on the highlight reel there, Brock Messenger. Tommy. So a good bit of distance on that one. And Clout's up and won it. Messenger comes screaming through to win it. Panzer now towards Brown. Brown taking on Sendra. Does well to square the ball back, but it's gone too far. Be a goal kick to start. Well, won by Hayes, flicked on by England. Clout gets rid of it. Gains some territory. Pratt across to Messenger. Clip forward and out into the vacant right winging position. Well, it's only the brave and dedicated who are out on the sidelines here today. Derek Takar ready to take on Brown, but goes to Lamb. Quick decision there from the referee. Linesman unsighted. Brown. Forward it goes for Melville. Oh, a great opportunity here. Messenger is trying to diving header, and we're just going to stop things there. I think the referee said there's been a collision in here as Messenger tried a diving header return. Jack McGovern was sniffing the opportunities and has collided unceremoniously with Matthew Oliver. And just a bit of caution being displayed here by referee Greenbury. Might have been a McGovern knee versus a Oliver head. And as both players on the deck and getting attention. Well, who's going to step up and take the game here? Hamilton Wanderers took the lead in the first half in the 34th minute. Well, the global signal for substitution has been given by the physio here for Matthew Oliver. So I don't think, not sure if we're going to see a substitution in the goalkeeping. No, he's going to be able to carry on. Referee just asking the question here. Well, I think we're just going to restart from a drop ball. There was definitely a precautionary stop to play as that congested area as Brock Messenger was heading back towards his own goal. Tried to headed the ball back to his goalkeeper, but Jack McGovern was there to try to interrupt and get, I think he might have got the ball, but not enough of it to get it in. I think we might have a substitution as well. Looks like both players are going to be able to carry on. There's a bit of a grimace on the face of Jack McGovern. And we're back underway. It's the 80-minute mark, but I can tell you now there will be a wee bit of additional time as we've had a few injury breaks. Hayes sends the ball forward, but far too much on it. Interesting wee bounce there. Found a little bit of hard ground out on this Porritt Stadium turf. Messenger goes into Pratt, gets it returned. Oliver now. Cross it goes to Clout. Clout's left foot. Gets the ball down the line, but Panzer is now on the ball. Clip forward, could George get there? Messenger's closing in on it too. Well played in there from Brock Messenger to retain some position for his side. Sendra goes to Oliver. Panzer too strong and collecting more of Derek Tickell than he needed to. And there's a referee's been pointed in the direction of halfway. And it seems McGovern's getting a wee bit more attention after that contact minutes ago. We're back into play here with Pratt on the ball. Good opportunity here for Hamilton Wanderers, has drifted in towards the deep into the 18-yard box. Hayes unable to keep it in. Oakman. Clout gets it All sorts of shout from the crowd, but Panzer's able to get the ball out here to Brown. Lamb's come around strong. Cuts off that opportunity. Lamb up well. Pratt's on the ball. Chips it forward in the direction of Bayliss, who unfortunately felt the ball hit his back. Stendra cleverly back to Oliver. Goes wide, receives it back. McLeod still running strong for Melville. There's Pratt. Awkward ball to handle there. Here comes Messenger. Drives forward. Pratt trying to jump around and move the ball in close quarters. Is getting challenging out here. There's a clever little ball through, and here comes the keeper. Here's to count. Oh, cleared off. Well, goodness me, the red card's out for Eric Panzer. The ball was headed goalward. He felt no other option than to put his hand up and stop that one from going in. Here it is, it's a clever little ball. There's a bit of confusion in there between keeper, defender and attacker, and Panzer stopped the ball going in with his hands. Received a direct red card for his troubles, and another collision in the box, but the other end. This time it's Max Tommy, who's down on the deck with, I think it's Mark Jones, who had made the forward run there. Sniffing the opportunity in and around. A bit of confusion created between number 11 Kapara and goalkeeper Max Tommy. Saw the ball gifted back to Derek Takar, who chipped it in towards the goal. Eric Panzer didn't want to see that go in. Utilised his hand. And once these two have had their treatment, we're going to see a penalty. Well, all sorts of effort going in from both teams to win this game. There'll be a few bruised bodies needing attention this week. Well, the physios have been busy recently. There's a very strapped up knee there on Jack McGovern. So he's come on after receiving attention. Well, Max Tommy is back on his feet, as is Mark Jones. Liam Hayes is trying to understand the situation with help from referee Greenbury. Only a couple minutes left on the official clock. Looks like we've got Alexander Rose, the American from Carolina, has stepped up and going to take charge of this one. Tommy's up. Straight into game mode. Oh, Melville They're a player down now. And if they could survive this, Alexander Rose versus Max Tommy. And it is Max Tommy who's spread himself well, kept it out. Jones keeping the ball under pressure. Here comes Pratt. Done well there to retain some position. The forward ball goes in. Messenger squeeze it to Bayliss. Out it goes to Jones. Pratt's made a forward run. Jones just clipped it into the 6-yard line and easily taken by Max Tommy, the Melville hero of the penalty shoot out, or the penalty shot. And he'll box on, as it were. Well, here's Derek Takao, who's on the benefit of a misjudged header. Attempted chip, not there. Tommy embracing that ball as the 90th minute is up. I suggest there might be 8 to 10 minutes of additional time here today. Which side can gain any ascendancy, or will this remain a stalemate? Pratt. And to Jones. Pratt spinning, trying to get beyond Hayes. It looks like McGovern is it's going to be the Lone Ranger up top, as he doesn't look like he's moving too freely. Pratt chips it forward. Messenger made a forward run, but the ball doesn't get to him. Brown unceremoniously bailed out and tries to convince the officials that he wasn't the last to touch it. Brown. Well taken by Jones, and a wee bit of an underweighted pass, and I'm sure Oliver didn't want to get involved in another collision. Here comes Hayes. Can he find space to shoot? He has. Just wide of the upright there. And another blast on the whistle, maybe just to another substitution here, maybe. Well, I have the feeling there might be a substitution here. So we wait for the referee to get us back underway. Well up and one by McLeod. Bustling run forward here from Hamilton Wanderers. It squeezed into the box, but Scott's there to get rid of. Here goes Ryan McLeod, sensing an opportunity to burst down the right-hand side, but Messenger kept track and collected a yellow card for his troubles. Just a bit of a missed time challenge in there in the mind of Riley Greenbury. Is that another yellow card? This is becoming quite a challenge to keep tabs with. Might have been a suggestion of a yellow card that was from an earlier incident. But Melville will sense an opportunity here to be able to get on the scorecard. Now, what's going on here? Liam Hayes is doing his best to understand. Well, it's going all the way back. Well, the Aaron Scott on the ball. Melville, player down. Extra time, additional time required. There's been plenty of stops in the second half. Melville not committing too many players forward. There's 4 in shot. Drifted up and in. Here's an opportunity, McLeod. England keeps the ball away from Messenger, who gets a crucial toe in. Kapara sends a bit of a tasty ball in, but they've got away with it. And that's Aston Hurd on the field there in the number 11 shirt. He's trying to engineer something forward for Hamilton Wanderers. Oakman. Clout clears the ball. It's a bit of a coming together here. Hayes has been passionate and energetic. Nice ball by Rose. And it's swung. Rose up and winning it. But can't get any pace on the ball. And easily cleaned up by Max Tommy. Well, not sure how many more minutes we've got left in this game. It can't be too many. We enter the 96th. Clout utilising that left foot of his. Been able to get some good yardage each time he's made contact with it. Jones. Cross to Messenger. And he goes. Looks forward to Tico, brings it down his chest. Fell straight to Pratt. And a clever and unselfish play in there from Tico. But Pratt wasn't up to getting that shot on target. Well, what an opportunity there for Hamilton Wanderers. Xavier Pratt's not going to want to see the replay of that one. Messenger. Jones. Just get past to Hotman. Once again, Liam Hayes is collected by the Hamilton Wanderers player. He doesn't look too comfortable. It'll be Aaron Scott. He's going to get this one into the 18-yard box. Put it in the mixer, see what comes out. It's up one by Clout. Messenger. Lamb clips it forward down the line. Oh, the ball to Pratt. Finds his heels. Lamb. Right on by McLeod. Brown. Down the line, won by Lamb. Seems to be not too much urgency at the moment from either side. McLeod. Good ball into Hayes. Sendra here. Back to Messenger. Across he goes to Clout. Clout out to Jones. Chip down the line. Derek DeCow's on the ball in the 18-yard box. But the linesman's flag's been raised and brings that to an end. And there's a whistleblower, and there's bodies down. An exhausting fixture here between Hamilton Wanderers and Melville United has finished 1-1. And there was plenty of pride on display from both teams. Melville, you'd have to suggest, rode their luck a bit by giving away a penalty. But Max Tommy saved the day for the visitors to keep the scores level. 1 goal in either half, 1-0 at half time to Hamilton. And Melville United replying well in the 73rd minute. We'll have a look at these highlights from the game. It was the first half where Hamilton Wanderers, through Jordan Lamb, who drove in the box. Unfortunate little flick on. And it was Derek Tiku who reacted the quickest. Liam Hayes able to cut the ball back to allow Jack McGovern to find the equaliser on the 6-yard box in his debut game. And this was the moment where Hamilton Wanderers had the chance to even it up through Eric Panzer's desperation. Took the red card and relied on his keeper Max Tommy, who dived the right way, stretched the right way, and kept the ball out from the Alexander Rose penalty attempt. Well, the ambassadors of today will be revelling in this all-Hamilton derby, the Waikato derby. 1-1 in this Northern League game. And you saw the the city-side rivalry going on here today under very damp conditions. But the spirit was strong in both these sides, and a draw is what we've seen play out. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to bringing you some more fixtures in the future.